ASAP Ferg back on the show. We appreciate the time,
bro.
Wow, my demographic in LA, all
Mexican.
That hit.
Yeah.
When you got the LA hat on, I'm like, yo, it's lit.
Yeah. These are moments.
Come on now.
Yeah, that we should embrace. Yo, we went to the show last night. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It was crazy. The crowd was waiting for you. They were going crazy, bro.
Yeah, when I seen that line outside, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, that line was wrapped around the gas
station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that Arco. I was like,
dope.
Dang, it's going up tonight.
Yeah, man. Sure. LA always been super supportive. Like, I don't know. Like, LA is just different. Like, it's like, y'all have been always supportive, so shout outs to LA.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. Like, I think, like, we love, like, so New Yorkers love LA, and I think LA love New Yorkers.
I don't think right now they do. After the World Series, I don't think they love us right now.
Hey, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Things are a little tight.
I love the people of LA, man.
When you perform in LA, though, you have to notice the sea of Latinos just going crazy.
Yes, I do notice, and I love it. I love it.
Now, you were last night on stage, you were like, yo, listen, it's been 4 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, LA, this is my second home. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
And they followed instruction last night. They went crazy.
I moved out here during the pandemic. Like, I seen a meme on Instagram, and it was like living in New York during the pandemic and living in LA. And in New York, we was all bundled up. We we was in like a small cubicle apartment, and like we trying to get through the garbage. But in LA, it's like, it was a dude laid in a pool, like big crib. You barbecuing. I'm like, I'm going to LA.
Yeah, I'm going to LA for sure. You got the boots on today?
Oh yeah, I got the cowboy boots on.
What we doing,
man? You got the botas, primo.
That's right.
You know, we get them from the Mexican spot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I don't know, you know.
Out here in LA or?
Well, I got some boots in LA before,
that's
but
right.
we got a little secret location.
Of course.
In Jersey that we get to spot this stuff from.
Ah, that's right. That's right. The boots, my G.
Yeah.
Boots, yo, the boot. Like, why boots? Why the cowboy boots?
Well, it's really T. Ferg. He started it. Like, it's like Harlem cowboy shit. Like drug dealers back in the days, they used to rock They used to be the flyest guys. Like before, like there was a rapper or whatever the case may be. It was like the hustlers in the streets.
Yeah.
They used to really get dressed, the slacks, the cowboy boots, and you know, you got the gators on, the Mauries, and like that whole era. That's what I represent. Like when I come with the style, I'm coming from like something that's, you know, a history of different guys that did the fly stuff. My dad, my uncle, my whole family just always been fly. So I'm always looking at their pictures and drawing inspiration.
That's right.
It's the roots.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, for sure. Yo, Darold is crazy. Congratulations.
Thank you, my brother.
Nah, Ferg, it's crazy, bro. And you know, we talked about this off the air. You drew the artwork, right?
Yeah,
That's
I drew
right
I painted all of the art myself. It was done with acrylic and canvas. I went to art school, art high school, art and design. So my major was fashion and fine arts. My dad was also an artist. He also went to the same art school, art and design. We had the same teacher, Miss Delbridge. So I've always been into creating art. I actually was aiming to be an artiste, like a visual artist, other than a rapper. I wound up being a rapper. I'm not mad at that because like I express myself through different mediums.
Sure.
But yeah, that's what I went to school for, is for art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're making art.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Audio art.
Yeah, audio art, yeah. And that was one thing that like I didn't know what I could, like I used to be a battle rapper.
Yeah.
Like I used to just go to different hoods and like we used to just battle for the sport.
Nah, I heard, like in the subway. I heard about
Get real disrespectful, turn our back on people, get in people's face, people looking outside the window. You got grandmas like, what's going on? You got crowds of people. You know, the older guys, they was battling for money, but we was just battling for respect. So I didn't know I can actually put like a song together until like I started like rapping on beat and like, oh, I can actually put a hook together. I don't have to make a whole 100-bar verse. I can do like 16s and put hooks and challenging myself with writing the girl songs and being a little bit more introspective. So yeah, I definitely took the art to another level and elevated my skill once I started making songs.
Let's go. Yo, with the art skills, man, can we commission you to make a Cruz Show logo?
Of course. Yeah, for sure. That's legendary, yeah.
That's legendary.
Yeah, that's a first. I would be.
That'd be crazy.
I would be pleased to do that. Yeah, for sure.
Let's go. Pro bono, I'm sure, right? Yeah.
Huh?
Pro bono, right?
Yeah.
Royalties.
Free.
Free.
I mean,
I mean, I gotta talk to my art dealers.
Wait, hold on.
My gallerist.
See how you are.
Have you sold pieces before?
No, I haven't sold any pieces. This is the first time that I'm actually, well, I got commissioned to do something with Hennessy and Adidas.
Wow.
Yeah. So so technically, yes, I got paid to do art.
That's awesome.
We need a.
Was that like a I made it moment for you?
No.
No?
Because the I made it moment is like when one of my fans get to own one of my art pieces. You know, that's part of the reason why I painted my album art. I painted the single cover art. Like if you go on YouTube and you type in my album, you'll see there's an art piece for every song. This is the first I'm saying this, but I'm shooting to do a art show during Art Basel. So you'll be able to see all of these pieces in the gallery and be able to purchase them.
Yeah, I was about to say we need an art gallery show.
That's the next level of this whole like rollout is actually like allowing people to buy into the art and owning an actual physical piece that I did in my home with my own hands.
That's dope.
And that's art
dope.
for real out there at the highest level.
Exactly. I mean, I wish like I owned like a Miles Davis piece or a Donna Summers like piece. They was painting back in the days, and you know those is like that's the extension of their soul. So you know, for you to own this album art cover,
Yeah, sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Are you into like Banksy and that
Not
kind of art?
Banks, not so much Banksy. I was definitely inspired younger, like looking at documentaries, seeing like, you know, how he like wore the mask. Nobody knew what he looked like. He was like mysterious and just kind of tagging everything and doing the art. That was fun. But me, I'm more of like a Rothko guy, like Mark Rothko, Francis Bacon, Keith Haring. We looking at Picasso. We looking at
Van Gogh?
Not so much Van Gogh.
That's all I know.
That's
all I
very
know.
intricate.
That's all I know, man. Roll with me, man.
Renell Madrano. We looking at who else we got? We got Basquiat, of course.
Nah, for sure.
We
Justin
got
Boer.
Yeah. Huh?
You know who Justin Boer is?
Nah.
He's another guy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, now Darold Brown. So
That's it. There.
That's
Let's go, man. Yo, so Allure is crazy, by the way.
thank you.
Yeah, you hit play on that, and it's go time. That's the Ferg button right there.
Thank you. I appreciate
Nah,
that.
for sure. Big vibes in there, right?
Yes.
Is that a session? Or is that like we're sending through verses,
No.
communicating?
So I finished the song myself. That's what I do. Like when I make albums, I finish all the music myself.
Yeah.
I don't wait for anybody. But then I think about like, all right, how are we gonna enhance this? I was looking at a interview one time and Quincy Jones was just no. It was Teddy Riley. He was talking about working with Michael Jackson, and he said Mike was like, "All right, we're done with the album. We're done, right, Teddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, we're done, Mike." And Mike was like, "All right, let's remix every song now. Let's make it better." And I'm like, wow, that's a great exercise. So I went through a similar exercise where I did like 50 songs and I chose the songs I was going to go on the album from the 50. And then I just figured, how can I elevate each song? And part of the elevation was getting Future on Allure, getting Coco on French Tips, getting Mary on Chosen and Casting Spells.
Chosen is crazy. Casting Spells is crazy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
and
it.
like, you know, for New York rappers, like getting Mary J Blige on a song, that's a rite of passage, right?
I don't even think just for New York. I think that's the world. Like,
Yeah. You get
I don't
Mary
care
J.
if you're an
Blige
alien. If you get a Mary verse, that's
in there.
serious. Yeah.
no, for sure. Yo, what did you tap into to create Alive, Sad Face?
Oh, Alive Unhappy.
Alive Unhappy, yeah.
That was the beginning of me being like super vulnerable. I was like, yeah, what can I do to really like. So during this process, there's so many layers to this album, like to create this album. I started reading this book called The Artist's Way, which is a spiritual guide for artists. And that book found me twice. The first time my girl had got it, she gave it to me. And then I was like, I never really opened it. Then the second time, it was during the pandemic when I moved to LA, my cousin got it to me. And I'm like, oh, if this book made it to me twice, I got to open this book.
Yeah, you gotta
so
pay attention.
and he just randomly, like, he don't be getting me nothing. He just I swear he do not get me nothing Christmas, birthday, but
So
he
when
just
does, you got to pay attention.
yeah, I'm like, let me open this book.
Yeah, this is rare.
Randomly, like a random day, he just put it on my bedstand, and I'm like, let me look through this book.
Yeah.
So I looked through
for you. It was sent
exactly. So I started reading the book, started doing the exercises, and what it is designed for you to do is to have practices every day, like free write or take yourself on play dates to create your flow. Because like sometimes as adults we don't play anymore. We don't play with colors. We don't paint. We don't flip. We think going to dinner is like fun, but that's actually a night out. It's not fun. So yeah, it's about pleasing the inner child and really creating your flow to unblock you. And that allowed me to be a little bit more open and vulnerable. And I said, you know what? This is actually fun. This is fun going to a place that a lot of people are scared to go to.
Sure.
And I started like embracing that more throughout the album.
Why do you think people are scared to go there?
Because they're scared to be ridiculed. Like people care what people think a little bit too much. And I think that stifles the artistry. Like because now we're being black and white versus we can be pink, green, teal, Tiffany blue. Like we can be so many different flavors, but you just want to be stuck here because of society and standards and
we're
all of that
programmed
stuff.
in that way, right?
Exactly. So it was a lot of rewiring, a lot of therapy. It was a lot of
There's a lot to unlearn.
Yeah, like I wanted to become a better person first. Well, I figured like I wanted to make great art. And then I was like, what's holding me back? Like, hold up, I got to grow as a person. So I had to grow.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
And we're here.
Yeah.
And we're here, man.
Come on now.
You just got back from Dubai?
Yeah, I was in Dubai, yeah.
What were you doing up there? Was that like to have fun or were you
I was working.
business?
I was working. I had a show out there. It was dope. I got a chance to perform some new joints out there. It was sick.
That's right. Yeah, man.
We hanging out with the sheiks and the princes and all that.
Different world out there, right? Yeah.
You know, speaking of
never
performing
been.
the new songs, last night when we were at the event, I was telling you off camera that I wanted to bring this up because my boyfriend, he absolutely loves Demons. Like, I'm telling you, the second that we got in the car, that 30-minute drive, the only song we like listened to was Demons. I was like, sir.
It hit different.
Nah.
And then that Denzel Curry verse. I don't know if they figured it out yet on Apple. Like, I know there's a lot of fans complaining that they couldn't get the Denzel verse, like the explicit one. But yeah, like we gotta fix that if we didn't fix that yet. But yo, Demons is nuts.
Yeah.
Nah, and you talk about demons are everywhere. Happy times, sad times.
Yeah, I
No
see
matter where you
demons
look.
everywhere. Demons from the pain, demons in my cup, demons in my brain, demons in the food, demons with the fame, demons in the sun, demons in the rain. She on demon time, she don't need the vibe. She know I got a girl, she don't even mind. I ain't got a condom, I don't need to find. Demon in my mind telling me it's fine. Yeah. It's just talking about those things that like, the demons that we fight every day that look shiny and glossy and beautiful, but at the same time as those that cake looks good. I want to have some of that.
It's a demon.
Louisiana crunch cake.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I want to have that with the juice on the side. But you just know, like, man, if you
Wait,
it's-
my big back is telling me to ask more questions.
Yeah, what's the
What is
Louisiana
that
what
crunch
is
cake, dog?
Louisiana?
Tell me what
Let's
that
explore.
cake is.
Oh, y'all gotta Google that. Y'all gotta
What
get
is
some.
this?
Like, this is drugs.
I know you're a cereal guy. I know you're a cereal guy. You
I'm
take
not.
your cereal.
I'm not a breakfast guy.
You're not a breakfast guy.
I'm like a juice
well, you
guy.
eat cereal for dinner, right? You could eat cereal
Nah,
anytime.
you can, but I don't.
You don't.
I like
I thought
juices.
you were heavy on the Captain Crunch.
Nah, I used to. That was
during the pandemic.
That was ASAP Ferg.
We Ferg now.
that we're Darold now. We're Darold right now.
Show Ferg.
Yeah.
So it's a bun cake.
But specifically the Entenmann's one.
Oh, the Entenmann's, man, they make a great cheese Danish.
They make great crack.
Biggest crack dealers in America.
For the world.
100%, man. Yo, French tips. I love that brandy vibe. It's that sample, right?
Yeah, it's a replay.
Replay, sure.
Yeah.
But it's got that, from the minute you hit play, it's just got that tone.
Yep.
Which is very important too.
I love rapping off R&B beats. Like, it takes it back to like the Loon era, like early Bad Boy.
Era.
When Total and Mace used to do songs and like that hip hop and R&B. I don't think that anybody's serving us in that way right now. And specifically the millennials, like we grew up on those songs and it's not like, Tamia and Fabulous, like those type of vibes. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm always gonna give you one or two of those each album. But like I've been diving more deeper into that bag because I see that, even like the new generation, they love those songs because it's all about like them showing off their girlfriend now. It's like, this is my shorty and this is Instagram and I'm showing the world. And like, yeah, it's time to embrace like us as rappers. We could kind of be real harsh, towards the woman, but it's like, why not embrace and show love too as well?
Yeah, and you can still talk that shit.
Yeah, because girls like that shit. Girls like when you a little roughneck with it.
Is
too,
that right, Jack?
Right, Darold, lover boy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, girls like to be
into like Asian dudes and cholos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
With the gangster con or what? Like
yeah. But Cholo side, yeah.
You know what a cholo is?
the gangsters.
Yeah.
Or Hispanic, the essays,
The
Yeah.
essays, yeah.
But right now I have an Asian boyfriend, so. Right now I have an Asian boyfriend. I just like to think his
she's
Pokemon
saying right
tattoos.
now, like there's another option.
Pokemon tattoos.
Dog,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, well, okay.
Like right now, I'm with him.
That's crazy.
Wow,
The
damn.
dude on the Dodgers is all tatted, and she just couldn't stop talking about him taking his shirt off at the parade.
My man has Pokemon tattoos
They
right now,
put
so I
all
like
your
to think
business out
that
here.
That's
they
crazy,
do.
right? No privacy,
That's
Darold.
nuts.
No privacy.
All of LA knows my fucking
The
business.
whole LA is family.
Yeah.
The whole world.
You'd be surprised. People come up to me, they're like, "Oh, so about your boyfriend?" I'm like, "Look, hold
Yo,
up, wait
we're not
a second."
talking about my situation right now.
That's right.
Yo, your growth is remarkable, though, bro. Just hearing you speak right now. You should be really proud of
Thanks,
yourself.
bro. Appreciate you, bro.
100%. Yeah, it's kind of tough to be proud of yourself, but we have to force ourselves as men to be proud of ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Definitely. Yeah, it was a long time I wasn't celebrating like my wins. Like
I know.
my team would bring that up to me. And that was when I was just pressing go. I mean, I'll get platinum plaques and like I'm like, all right, what's the next thing? Wow. Or like looking at the next thing and it's like there is no next thing. That next thing is in your mind. Like we create this unfathomable thing in our mind to reach, like, and then it's like once you reach that, it's like what else, and then what else, and what else, and that's kind of natural as a human to evolve in that way, but you just can't do it in a toxic way to where it's like you're not appreciating the moment. Yeah.
So what happened in the 4 years, in between this album?
So 4 years, so I dropped Floor Seats 1 and Floor Seats 2. That came out. I wasn't able to tour it because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was working on a mixtape, and then I wound up going in with Pharrell to work on the album or the mixtape, and then we wound up just locking in. And I'm like, yo, you just want to produce my album? And then we wound up like creating a whole album for like 2 years. And I think that was really like, for us, it was really just fun to like create during this time where it was uncertain, like, of what was going to happen. We didn't know who we was making that music for. We just had it in our mind. We was like, all right, when we get out of this situation, we're going to make, like, this music is for when we get out of this situation. For sure. So, between his move from Cali back to Miami and, like, him coming to New York, we rocking with each other, we created a great body of work. And we released 2 of the songs. We released Green Juice and also Paper Plates on Nigo's album. But we still have an album that is ready
Tucked away
to go.
Wow.
Ready to go.
Exactly. But the thing is, when the world opened back up, it was new things to talk about. Sure. So I was just like, man, respectfully, I gotta go back in. I gotta go back into the writing boards and.
Well, let's just remix them all. You know what I mean? Let's do that.
Yeah, but I originally went to Pharrell to add on to this album that I created, but we wound up just making a whole project.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
It was for
for this. It was for Darold, exactly. Yep.
Damn, that's crazy. And I feel like there's a mixtape with Mary J Blige, bro.
I feel like it can be.
Yeah.
I feel like it can be.
I feel like it's there.
I feel like. Yeah, we could do so much. She's an actress. We could write some stuff together. We could write films. We could do so much.
Oh, okay. There's a partnership here.
Yeah, there's a forever ship.
There's a forever ship. I like that.
Forever ship. Yeah.
We on this ship forever.
Come on. we ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
What's up, Jack?
No, I just think that like Leche was saying, like the way that you've channeled yourself into like being who you truly are is like really inspirational. I think not a lot of like rappers especially just put up a lot of a front where they don't want to show them true selves and they don't want to like, you know, break out of that boundary of showing people who they really are.
I mean, it's scary. I'm pretty sure like every rapper wants to. Like we all flirt with that idea of wanting to show our true selves. I mean, and it's not like I wasn't showing my true self. I was just showing a part of myself. Now it's just like I'm opening up the thing to the world.
Yeah.
But I think with rappers is, you know, you go with what's making you the money, what's feeding your family. Like you got family that's in the hospital. Like you're not trying to mess that up because the thing is, they could look at it like a risk. Like, yo, I might drop some shit about myself. Can I say shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might drop some shit about myself that
people may not fuck with.
Yeah, people may be like, oh, what is he talking about? This ain't him. This ain't da-da-da-da, blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, you have to put yourself out there in a way where it's like you challenge the listener sometimes too. Like I'm into challenging the listener. Like because the moment they get used to what you coming with, then it's over. You dead. Like they know how you coming. It's not exciting no more. Like my ears is shut off. Like, and I never wanted to just be a rapper that just hit people with like a bunch of bangers and hits and like that's cool. But like, how about make a sad song a hit? How about make a introspective song a hit? Like the way like Eve made Love Is Blind. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened to those? Like or
DMX,
Tupac,
How's It Going Down?
How's Going Down? Or that's a hip hop and R&B. That's a R&B is kind of like a cheat code. But we're gonna get back to that. But like I'm talking about like
having depth.
I'm slipping, I'm falling, I can't get up. Like that's a real introspective song. Like
100%.
Bounce Back, got back on my shit. Like
Brenda's Got a Baby?
Brenda's Got a Baby. Those type of records that we grew up on that can actually help people through whatever they going through. Let that be a hit.
Yeah.
And nowadays we got streaming now, so it's like anything could be a hit. Like a song without a hook could be a hit. A song like whatever your fan loves and is like rocking with is your hit. Literally.
Nah, for sure. What's up, Leche?
I read in the notes that you run with no socks on. Is that accurate?
I do what?
You run with no socks on? Is that accurate or is it?
I run with no socks on. Nah. Where you heard that at?
I don't know. It's in the notes, so I figured it was worth asking.
Nah.
Let me ask our research department. Ashley, where'd you hear that from?
It was when you were talking about things you can't live without, and you had like these like fire Spider-Man looking shoes. They were Adidas. And you're like, I run. I don't really wear socks with these. So
You know, sometimes we say things.
Was this like 2006? Like, I don't ever remember running with no socks on.
I was gonna say, how do you do it, dog? Do you not get blisters and shit? But I'm glad.
You sure that wasn't Schoolboy Q? yo, people always come up to me, yo, Schoolboy Q.
Nah, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I swear to God, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
don't play us like that.
that shit happened to me like 3 times.
What do you say, right?
Yeah,
Like,
how do you respond to that?
You know what it is? I can see with the aggressive energy, the era. I can see where they can kind of like blur the lines, but we definitely 2 different artists. But I love Schoolboy, so it's actually like flattering at the same time. But at the same time, it's just like we got 2 different aesthetics. It's 2 different. He's a well-known blue person.
Is there a part of you that sometimes like I should go along with this? Is there a part of you that like sometimes where you're like I should go along with it?
Oh, I always go along with the crazy people stuff. Oh, you look like Ferg. Word, a lot of people tell me that.
Yeah.
I go with
get
that
that
shit
all
all
the
the time.
time,
Yeah,
right?
I get that. You know what? I get that all the time.
You ever miss not being famous?
Do I ever miss not being famous? I feel like I have a comfortable fame. I have a fame that I have consciously pushed for. Like when I started getting really famous, and like Michael Jackson was like on the the mood board, like yo, I gotta be Michael Jackson, like. And then when you start to see what that comes with, then you be like, I could kind of do it.
Real shit.
I want to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, I like
problems, right?
because the thing is, I make music for the people, so I gotta be amongst the people a certain amount of time to like really get the data and the information and all of that. And you can't do that being Michael Jackson.
For sure.
You know, I used to see DMX in the hood with like 2 dogs, and he used to go to the same barber as me with no security. He had 2 platinum albums out and a movie. And I'm like, that's the level of fame that I want, where I can move by myself. I might have my dog with me. I might have Crash with me. And you know what I'm saying?
Crash.
Yeah, Crash. I might have Crash with me, and I'm getting my hair cut. And a little kid who's aspiring to do what I do, he can look like and be like, damn, he comes to the same barbershop as me, but then see me on Exit Wounds in a movie theater.
Sure.
And I got platinum records. Like, that's who I always wanted to be. I ain't move out of the hood until Nipsey died, really. It was Nipsey and Chink Santana, because it was like, all right, you know, I'm going to stay in the hood so the people can see that there's a platinum artist still living where they live. But then there was a time where I wanted my conversation to change. I wanted to get around people that had different ideals. And also it was just like, all right, everybody not happy for you as well. Like, because Nipsey died in a place where everybody loved him. So, exactly. So I was just like, you know, it's time.
X was also walking around with vicious pit bulls where nobody could walk up to him. Right?
I mean, X was a vicious pit bull. You heard the way he was barking on them tracks.
There was 3 pit bulls.
Yeah.
Where my dogs at?
Exactly.
Yo, I think that summons a whole generation, dog.
Yeah. Even like Mos Def, like his level of fame, it was like he was in movies, like platinum selling records, and still able to like move around, move and groove. Like, I'm a person, like, the superstar shit is okay. Like, that shit ain't what gets me is if like you telling me about my song and how it helped you through something. Versus like, yo, all of the fluff. I could do without all of the fluff. Like,
That's right. Nah, I mean, you know, you recognize the real right away, right?
For sure.
It's like you fuck the clout, you rather connect.
Yeah, I want to connect. That's what this is about, right? It's like us as being humans is like, you know, that's the purpose of my music, is to connect with people.
Yeah. Favorite song on the album. And by the way, I love how you closed out the album with Darold, the title track. I like that.
Thank you. That was a tough thing. Thank you to A-Side. He's he resides in LA. He's my British friend who he sequenced everything. But yeah, that's tough. Like, I mean, for different days is different songs. Like right now it's Demons, because I just finished performing Demons, and she keep talking about Demons.
Demons was crazy
her
last night.
boyfriend loved
Messy
Demons.
was crazy last night.
Yeah, Messy. The strings come out even more like in that space, in that venue. I was like, damn.
It's a really good venue, right?
Yeah.
The sound was really
the sound
on
was
point.
amazing.
Yeah, I love the visuals in the back too. The white, the wings.
Yeah.
The all white.
Come on now.
The purity of
the
that.
Hood Pope.
That's it. Yeah.
And then I randomly did Hood Pope, the song. Like, somebody called out, yo, do a Hood Pope. And my DJ had it queued up. And that was like my first time doing that in years, like really bringing like a track from my first album and performing that. And that felt good, like hearing how many people were screaming that. And I was like, oh, we got a lot of real ones and day ones in here tonight.
Yeah, let's run
exactly.
Did someone compliment you from the front row about an interview? I think you said like, yo, you appreciate the interview? Appreciate that. It was like during your performance.
Oh, yeah.
Random.
Yeah. It was like while I was changing songs, like somebody was like, yo, I watched the interview. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I don't know which one. It's so many. Like,
they had their chance, so they took it.
Hopefully they compliment us on this interview, right?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, man.
Seems like a good interview.
Yeah, it's a great interview. It's going good.
Darold is out, man,
family.
and it's everywhere, man. It's streaming now, and it's quality. That's crazy.
Quality. This is art. This is top tier art. Like, I went to London, recorded this for 3 weeks. Went to Capri. Not the whole project. Like, really, like I did a lot of the string arrangements out there. I had a 10-piece orchestra. My boy Silva, Sally. Sally, she basically orchestrated the whole like James Bond scoring for all of the movies, and like she worked on this album. Exactly. So those strings you hear on Messy and throughout the album, that's like tied in together. Like that's her and Silva that put that together.
Now there's like some heavy strings in there.
Shout out to El Mean. He's like singing. He's like, to me, he's like a mixture of like 112 meets Raphael Sadiq meets D'Angelo Mac. Like, he goes crazy. Like, he's singing throughout the album. I got Black Pearl on there. I got Mario Winans on the pianos on Chosen. Crash from London, he's on Demons.
Shout out to UK.
Shout out to Tweak Tune.
Yeah.
He's on Darold with Cash. I got chops from Solar Soul. You know Solar Soul, steady. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I
think
created
of Belly immediately.
Exactly. So when Belly is my favorite movie, when I think about the intro scene when like DMX and Nas is walking and they have like that acapella of Solar Soul singing, I'm like, this is how I want my album to feel when it starts. So cinematic. So I was staying in London and I was looking for Jazzy B's number. Salam Remy got it for me. And he was like, yo, he's in London right now. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. I typed in his address. He's literally 5 minutes away from me, his house.
Meant to be.
Went to his crib. We had dinner. We ate with his wife. And then he started going through like all of these different vocals that he had from like 1994. Like never used, and he gave me some vocals to put on his album. So you'll hear that on Lightwork with a young MC Vert with a Jazzy B, Harlem alumni, Didi Osama, Bloody Osiris. Dapper Dan is talking throughout the whole album.
Dan is on it, dog.
Yeah.
That's legendary.
Like they're gonna be like, this is a lot of unpacking for this album. Like this is an album, this is why I took 4 years to create this project.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is there Easter eggs in it that we might have missed?
Well, it wouldn't be an Easter egg if I told you.
Tell me one, bro.
Nah, that's gonna ruin it.
If you know, you know.
I told you one already. I'm gonna do an art show.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah,
absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
I don't know if people seen that coming, but yeah, like I painted all of the art, and those canvases have to go somewhere. So hopefully they'll be in somebody's home.
Nah, that's great, man. Yeah. Congratulations, dog. Come see us anytime.
Come on now.
You know what it is, Ferg.
Yes, sir.
All day. You know, man, every time we checked in with you during the pandemic, you were right there on Zoom.
Come on now.
Man, it was too easy.
In the pool like this.
In the pool, eating cereal, on the love seat, the bean bag.
Come on now.
We're chilling, man.
Now I'm here with y'all in the flesh. It's nothing like this.
That's right. Yo, Darold is out everywhere. Let's get it. Ferg, Cruz Show.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you, fam.
Yo, check out more of our YouTube interviews now, ASAP+. Download the free iHeartRadio app so you can check out the Cruz Show podcast.